Hi, in this video I'll be showing you this. It's the Bosch BBH6POWER GB cordless vacuum cleaner. And what I want to do today is to show you around the vacuum some of the features and benefits that it offers. But just before I start, all I normally say is please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just give us a quick thumbs up. What I do is I'll talk about household appliances, cordless vacuum cleaners like these, and there's normally a bit of tech in there as well. So just give us a quick subscribe, then we'll make a start. When you first unbox the vacuum, it's basically three parts to put together. You've got the main body of the vacuum, you've got the main floor head, and then you've got the handle, which is just here. I normally recommend putting the floor head on first, and all you need to do is just to click that into place. So once you've located that, then that just clicks like that. And then the handle will just sit on top, push it down, and then that just clicks into place as well. So very easy. Now clearly all of that can be taken apart again if you want to. Something we do get asked about quite a bit is why is this button at the back quite stiff? Now you will find the first couple of times of trying to take the handle off, it can be a little bit stiff. But I suppose what I'd normally recommend is if you push the button in quite hard and then just lift the handle up, then the handle comes off. Now the vacuum's got up to 65-minute runtime, which in this market, in the cordless market, to vacuum for around an hour is very good. It's worth comparing with other models around this price, because you might find it's quite difficult to get to that sort of runtime if you're looking around this sort of price point. Now clearly that does vary depending on the power setting that you've got it set on. On this one you have got three settings. So I'll just show you on the handle here. First of all, you've got the switch, and it's a really nice, easy, well I suppose easy to grip handle. You've got the rubber part of the handle at the back here, and on here you've got three settings. So I'll just show you this. So hopefully you could hear the difference. With the first setting, that's just suction on its own, so the roller at the bottom doesn't go round. And then as you go to the medium and the high setting, that's where the roller is going round. So the 65 minutes is quite achievable on the first setting. I suppose that's ideal if you're going to use it for things like hard floors or laminate or tiles, things like that. Although if you're going to use it on carpets, then I'd normally recommend use it on the medium or possibly the high setting. I suppose the higher setting is really good for, say, very dirty areas. But what you will find is if you are going to use it on that setting, then the battery runtime, although you get 65 minutes on the lower setting, you wouldn't get anywhere near that on the higher setting. When it comes to empty the bin on the vacuum, it is really easy. You just got the two buttons on the side, push those in, and then the whole bin pulls out. What you will find is that the bin capacity on this is very big, so it's 0.9 litres. And if you're comparing it to other models, especially around this price point, then you will find that this is actually really good. The main advantage of having a larger bin capacity is that you're not having to empty it so often, clearly. But you can find that others in, I suppose, around this price point can be probably less than half. Some of them are only around 0.3, 0.4 litres. So that's something to have a look out for before you buy the vacuum. If you do want to clean the bin, then I always recommend just getting a damp microfiber cloth and just giving it a wipe round inside. Clearly being plastic, then you can wash it if you want to, but what I suppose all we'd normally say is just make sure it's completely dry before you put it back together. As far as the filter, I'll just show you this. So you've got a two-part filter. So you've actually got there's a like a foam exterior part of the filter. Let's just show you this. And all you need to do is, once you take that off, then as you can see here that it is washable. So all of these parts are washable, which is brilliant. There's nothing worse than buying filters that you can't wash them. But no, what is very good is that when you have washed these, then just make sure they are completely dry before you put them back together. This is always quite a snug fit, so it just takes a moment to put back together. But what I'd normally say is when it comes to the filters, I'd always recommend buying a spare set of filters, so those two parts, when you get the vacuum. And the reason for that is that what you can do is you can wash these two parts and put them on the side to dry naturally for at least 24 hours. And in the meantime, with the spare filters that you just brought, you can put those in the vacuum and start vacuuming straight away. So that's something I'd always recommend. When it comes to putting it all back together, it's nice and easy. Then just pop that in there, just twist it, normally about half a turn, and that just locks back into place. And then the filter unit will just drop inside here. It is always recommended when you do clean it, so if you do clean the bin and around here as well, just make sure that the rubber around here is nice and clean as well, because what it does is it just connects at the top there, and if you don't clean it, then if you find there are small gaps in there where you've got some dirt, then it can affect the suction of the vacuum. So just pop that back in, then you're ready to go. Clearly at some point, being a cordless vacuum, you will need to recharge it, and this is the charger it comes with. So it's just a simple plug in the wall charger, and when it comes to connecting it to the vacuum to charge it, just plugs in the back there. So nice and simple. There's no wall bracket, there's nothing to screw to the wall, because this is I suppose a freestanding vacuum. And again, that's something that I know a lot of people take it for granted, but have a look, because if you're looking for a cordless vacuum, then not all of them freestand like this. There are quite a few of them actually, where they either have to lean up against a wall or you have to have a wall bracket. I know the wall bracket concept is good, I'm quite a fan of it, but it's not for everybody. Another common question we get asked about the vacuum is, how do you know when it needs recharging? And what Bosch have done is they put the battery status indicator just on the front here, and I'll just show you that. So you'll see that it's like a three-tiered system. So you've got a little picture of a battery on the front, and what it will do is it will, as you can see here, it is fully charged at the moment, but then when it gets down to the last part of the indicator, then that will start flashing, and it's just a really good indicator to let you know that it needs recharging. You will find you have got this here, it's called sensor control, and what this will do is if there's a blockage at all, or if the filter needs cleaning, then that will change to red. So if you ever need to take the brush out at the bottom, then that's easy to do. All you need to do is just press the button in on the left hand side here, and then the main brush roller will pull out. As you can see, you've got two different colour brushes. The black ones are quite stiff, and then the red ones are a little bit softer. So it's a good combination for either carpet or hard floor surfaces. These are also really good if you ever need to get hairs off from around the brush. What you can find is if you've got, say, hairy members of your family, or if you've got animals or pets, then if you do get hair wrapped around here, what Bosch have done is they put this little slot in here, and that's really good for just getting either a knife or a pair of scissors. Just be really careful when you do it, but just slide it along here, just get that cut, and then it's nice and easy to get the hair off. And then to put it back in the vacuum, all you need to do is just slide it back in the side, clip it into place, then you're ready to go again. So this model itself doesn't actually come with any tools or accessories, so if you did want to do things like the stairs, then you might need to look at either an alternative model, or to buy the tools that you can go with it. Now what you can find is that when it comes to putting the tools on, I will be completely honest and say they are quite fiddly to do. When it comes to putting the hose on, what you need to do is you need to take this off. So you need to take that off and then just pop the hose on at the end. And then when it comes to sometimes you get a smaller handle as well, so you have to take this off and put that on. So if you are going to buy the model either with the tools, or if you want to buy them separately, then just watch one of my other videos, because what I have done is I've shown you how to put the tools on and what they all do. But as I say, this model doesn't come with any tools. If you're thinking of buying one of these models, I have provided a link below to show you where to get one at a competitive price. Also, I've provided a couple of links for things like the filters and the tools if you wanted to get those as well. I hope you enjoyed this quick video on the Bosch BBH6POWER GB cordless vacuum cleaner. Please give us a thumbs up, click subscribe, and leave any comments below on my YouTube videos. What I do is I always have some comments, whether it's good or bad, about the video. If there's anything that I've missed that I could have done, then just pop it in the comments. Also, if you've got any questions on the vacuum, because there might be something that I've missed that's quite obvious, then if you've got any questions, then again, just pop it in the comments and I'll get back to you. Also, if you have got one of these, if you got one of the Bosch Athlete models, this design they have made for years. It's probably about 6 or 7 years. this kind of design, not really this model, but this design I have done for quite a few years now, and overall it's done really well for us, so I'm pleased to see that they're carrying on with it. But anyway, thanks for watching.